So, hello everybody. Give me a second. I went live a little early so I can share to my page, or at least I hope. Whoop, whoop. All right. So, all right. Got that shared to Mountain Gal Creations. So now let's. Whoop, whoop. As you come on, let me know you're here. Tell me howdy. Hello. 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 Hello, Tina. Hello, Sharon. Okay. Yeah, I can put that away since I got my thing shared there. Oh. Hello, Diane. Lisa, Ella, Connie, Denise. How is everybody? It's cold and snowy here. Woke up to the ground covered a little bit, and then the sun come out, melted it all off, but it snowed off and on all day. Yay. Alrighty. Well, let me get some more stitchum weighted here. Hello, Wendy. Hello, everybody. Alright, so I'm going to use just a single rectangle board today. So just one. I'm going to kind of wing it. I kind of know somewhat what I'm going to do, but so there's that. I'm also going to use these real pretty lavender peonies. I had, dig it out here, a couple of bushes that had these little mini peonies on it, or ranunculuses, whichever one. I'm also using part of my garland that's got the regular eucalyptus on it, the silver eucalyptus on it. I may add a little bit of this eucalyptus. It has a little bit touch of purple on it. And I'm going to use this pretty mesh, what I call the window pane mesh. You know, looks like this. I'm not sure what everybody else calls it, but anyway. That's what I call it. I'm going to be using this purple for the tails. I want to put a bow, but I'm not sure. So what ribbons I'll use just yet for the bow, if it'll be just that color or I'll add maybe one or two in. I just don't know. So, and let's see, what else? Oh, our sun. It's not very big, so hence why I, stupid light, there we go. I got this off of Etsy. It says, mothers like you are precious and few. And it's got the like lavender roses and white roses. It's got the silver dollar eucalyptus, a eucalyptus on it. But I thought it was real pretty. I mean, it is a smaller sign, but I think it's like 7x5 or whatever. Yeah. But I like that it had like the little scallop edge and stuff on it. So, but there's our sign. So I think that was it that I was going to show you. I think looking around, I feel like I'm leaving something out, but I think it's because where I was working on my other thing. So, all right. So let me bring you down to the board. and we will get started, hopefully. Alrighty. I feel like I'm all off kilter here. Alright, so let me lay those over there. Move that out of the way. So, alright, so we're gonna get started. So we're gonna start on an end piece. And we'll grab, I'm gonna go ahead and start with one I've already pre-made. I'll show you here in just a second. Of course, I'm gonna use the folded woolen ruffle because it gives it depth and it's pretty. So, alright. Hello, Elva. Hello, Sherry and Sharon and Margaret and Lynn. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so we'll start here. It's going to be row A. I'm going to use the 2 middle holes here. And I'm going to slide this in. Bring that around. I'm going to slide this one in here. And always on here, I always try to get the zip tie that I'm going to be attaching to the board over and around the zip tie that I used for this. That way it stays on here and it's not going to be shoved off the board. So, put that in there. Make sure that goes on the outer side because that zip tie is going to hold it back. And we're just going to put that in there. Tighten it down. Hello, Mama. See, you finally made it. So yeah, I'll re-show the sign that we're using. Well, that was really pretty. So some of you that come in a little later. So just a little shrag today. A little one. Okay, so my goodness. Let me bring this up here for a second. Okay, yeah, I started with the white. Alright. I wasn't sure if I started with the white or the purple. So I already took them, all the flowers and stuff I showed you, and I took them apart, made my own little pick. I might make one, I don't know, here at the end. I'm not sure, but I think I pretty much had them all. So it's on Etsy. I think I just typed in Mother's Day signs and scrolled down, found it. I don't remember what shop, but yeah. But it is pretty. And I have another one. And this will be for sale. So if somebody wants it, let me know. Send me a message. And I might not be able to make one exactly like this one, because I believe I used all these. I could probably use some other white flowers or something. But because I do have another sign. So, alright. Let me go ahead and get this on here. So let's grab another zip tie, go right over top of what we just done. And we're going to put this flower pick in. Alright. So get it in here. We're going to zip it up. Hello, Mama Jean. Sorry if I missed some of y'all as you come in. Kind of hard to get all of you. I'm sorry. Hello, Charlotte. So, okay, there's our first kind of piece there. All right, so then I believe I'm going to come over here and use B and C, I think. So let's, yeah. My mama, yes, my mama's on there. Julia Eisenhart. She replied there just a minute ago. But I also have an adoptive mama by Jean Meyer. I call her my mama Jean. She's been a faithful watcher of mine, I should say. Okay. Goodness gracious. It's like, what in the world did I do with my ribbons? I didn't lay them out here. I laid them over there. Aw. And y'all, these flower bundles are so easy. Just, like I said, in here you got the purple flowers. You have the silver dollar eucalyptus, the regular eucalyptus. So I looked through my stuff. I had the silver dollar. And the silver dollar eucalyptus. It's the little flat, looks like this. Your regular eucalyptus is like this. And, it has white roses, but I thought, well, I'll just use little ones. Use the bigger. I didn't use rosa, I used the peonies, but so, just throw them together and there you go. And of course, this mesh is gonna stick to my shirt. Got me a rubber band here. And this was cut at 14 inches. Oh, and I forgot. The mesh is cut at 18 inches. Forgot to tell you that too. My brain's just... Yeah, I love like the window pane mesh. It's one of my favorites actually. So, okay. And I did put SKU numbers for some of it in the description. And like the flowers and stuff, most of it come from Craft Outlet or Hobby Lobby. So eucalyptus, it come from Hobby Lobby. Flower. So I think the flowers come from Craft Outlet though. Hello, Keri. Oh, I miss Miss Lizzie. Hey, Liz. I keep missing you live, girlfriend. I always feel bad. I know you haven't went live like recently, but oh my goodness, I love I call them peonies. You can call them peonies, peonies, whatever. I have tons of them. I love them too. They're so pretty. I have white ones. I have dark pink ones, light pink ones. I have pink that has a white center. I have pink that has the like big yellow kind of orangey center. And just they have a orange or a yellow one that I would love to get, but I'm waiting for the price of them puppies to come down because it's like $50 for just one root for the yellow. But I will have me a yellow one eventually. Because they are gorgeous, them yellow ones. Ugh, I love it. Okay, so there's that one in there. But yes, peonies is one of my faves too. That I have plenty of here. And back home in West Virginia. Okay, so there's that one. And now I'm going to get one of the bigger peonies that we made. So, alright, grab another zip tie. If I'm here. Last time I was in West Virginia when they blew them, so I kind of didn't get to get pictures of them. But I do take tons of pictures of my flowers. I have irises, and I'm gonna turn this around so I can see it, y'all. I have tons of. Let's see, is that out there too far? Yeah. Daffodils. I love daffodils. And nobody I know has any. I don't see very many people with a bunch of flowers up here in Vermont. Oh, goodness gracious. What is going on here? Not many have that yellow. It's only been out like, I think 2 years now or something. And not many people up here have flowers. But I love irises. Irises is probably my absolute favorite. I have blue and white and like a real deep purple. It looks black. And I have a few tulips. The chipmunks seem to like those. And I feed my chipmunks, so. The mesh is 18 and the ribbon tails is 14. And I'll show you how to do a mesh piece here just now. So, all right, so I'm gonna move this over to the side. And y'all have seen me do this a couple of times, but I do like this because it gives it a thickness and it's pretty. You get like a ruffle and a curl both, and so again, 18 inches. We're gonna do curl side up, and we're gonna roll it. Oops, forgot about the town meeting. There goes the siren for our town meeting. And Josie, you got Josie Lulu there. Josie Lulu. That's my parents' beagle. Yeah, I've been trying to feed it to, like, well, we've got several around here, to maybe try and keep it from, eating the tulips. But there's a couple of red ones that whoever lived here before we did had, and so far it's not bothered it, but that's also because it's in the fence where my dog is, so they don't really seem to go around the dogs. But I don't have any out front planted, and that's where the chippy monk primarily stays. So there we go. Oh yeah, Josie. Yeah. Well, I think the main reason Josie dug up the tulips I planted for you, Mom, was because she seen me plant them. And I think that's why Josie keeps digging them up, because she's seen me plant them there. Little stinker. And of course, it didn't help Kayla's brat of a silver lab being down there. And I'm going to use just a little bit of glue to kind of hold the ends together here. Kayla's dog done the most destructive things to your flower beds. Little turd bird. Of course, she is just a pup, but still, little stinker. Alright, curl in there. And we'll have to glue the end of this. Oh, I'm telling you, I planted, I think it was like red and pink. And I had most of them planted before she come to see what I was doing. And, yeah, it's the woodland ruffle, but I just fold it in half. So, like I said, you get a ruffle and a curl. And I like it. I use it for a lot of things, as most of y'all see me do, but Yeah, I even, like, I had to put up, some green weather barrier fencing to keep her from it, but now she's chewing on that weather barrier stuff, so I told Mom, I was like, "We're just gonna have to put the rabbit wire up to keep her out of it, probably. Little stinker." Okay, let's grab this. And let me check my thing one more time. Okay, so this side, we're just gonna do, kind of pre-planned it out a little bit, so that's why I keep looking at my phone, because I took a picture of it before I took it, you know, what I had on there apart. So I want to try and keep to that. So but yeah, Kayla, oh my gosh, her dog, that silver lab, I mean, she got in and she dug everything. And then she was playing with the one big bulb that was in there, some kind of lily. I think it was like a tiger lily. And I tried getting what I could and putting it on the porch to plant later. And but oh man, that dog, she had fun. That's all I can say. We had to re-add dirt and everything else to it. So hopefully Mom will have a bunch of flowers coming up this year. Lupines and peonies, and should have a bunch of stargazer lilies, and stargazer lilies are pretty too. That's another one of my favorites. So again, the ribbon is 14. So we're just going to take this one, slide it in here. And again, make sure that the zip tie that you're putting the mesh on with is going out over the zip tie. You know, if I can get a hold of it. That's on the mesh. That way it stays in the board and it don't slip out. Alright, so yeah, okay. Alright, now that's where I'm going to kind of get a little wonky, but I'm going to take this. I don't want it here because I want to put kind of my sign right here, but I do also want like a flower up here too. So I'm going to add the flower right here in this corner. So I'm going to come in here and I think, let's see, yeah, what I'm going to do is use the top row to put it in with. So grab us a zip tie. I'll also let y'all in on a little something. My next tutorial, it'll be pre-recorded. I done it yesterday. It'll be for the 22nd of this month because I'll be headed to West Virginia. Gotta go see my niece and nephew, celebrate their birthdays, then my mama's birthday, and then my birthday, then Mother's Day. So I'm gonna be down there for a little bit. So, but I did do some pre-recorded tutorials. Okay, I'm not gonna zip that down too tight because I need to put one of these in here. So let's slide it. Let's see. Is there one? Yeah, this one ain't as fluffy. So we'll stick it in here because I don't want to like squish. Yeah, so I'm going to have to pull this one out, I think, a little bit. Okay. So go back down in here. And I am going to bend that up. And I do believe I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that too, just to make sure it holds. So I'm going to cut the zip tie off. And I'm just going to put a touch of glue right where the zip tie and the flower bundle meets. Just as a precaution. I don't think it'll go anywhere, but we'll do it as a precaution. So then, let's see, was it that row? I'll put this back down here. Yes. Okay. So then I'm going to use the middle holes on row C. Okay. So we're going to come down to row C in the middle, and we're going to add a piece of our mesh. And the glue strings are causing everything to come along with it. Okay, so let's get this in here. All right. Lift that one up. Slide this down in here. And then close up our and just work our mesh around where it's going to hide our zip ties, you know, that we're using in here. And if it'll tuck under there and look right. And okay. I got that in there. No, I didn't wood burn it. Not with curling it. You won't see the edges, so I don't ever wood burn. I always try to use a petal that that you won't see the raw edges. And I don't do a whole lot of the flowers, and usually the flowers is the only thing that I would burn. So, okay. So I think, and I think I'm gonna have to wait one or two more in order to do the sign. So I'm wondering if I should put a white bundle in there, or should I might do a bow there, so we'll leave that. I'll leave it till the end. Hello, Jessica. How are you today, my friend? So again, I'll show you another time. Let's go ahead and I'll see you here in a bit. I'll probably be late for Miss Julie's class, but I might not be since this is a smaller swag. But curl out a couple of times. This is 18 inches. Curl side up, curl out a couple of times, close pin it, come to this side, curl it a couple of times, and then just scrunch it up the middle. Pinch your fingers, bring this around, push that around there, get you a nub, and use a zip tie. Make Make sure you get your zip tie the right way. Well, I don't know if that was glue on that or what. There we go. That does it tie my thumb to it. Hopefully I'll be headed to West Virginia either Friday or Saturday. I'd like to before Saturday because that's Jace's opening day for Little League. So I got another pre-recorded tutorial I'm gonna do tomorrow, which it's an order. And I thought, well, may as well just, you know. So hopefully it'll be Friday because I can get that recorded hopefully tomorrow and then get everything packed and hopefully head out Friday. Alright, of course I just kind of glue that together because I like the edges together. And then I'll be down there a good little while because the kids' Easter break is the week before Easter down there, so I'll be going down there. Alright, so let's see, should we put one here on the end? Alright, let me think. Let me think. How do I do it? I like to kind of have three maybe. Not sure. I do. Well, because I'm afraid. That might be enough, actually. So, okay, I think. So I'll do GH and down here, move that out. Have that, and then bring that in there. Okay, I think so. Alright. May 12th. I don't know. Might be a little long, but I might be able to hang in there, Nina, to see you. Randy might disown me. So, okay. So I said what? GH? Yeah. So our next one will be GH. I'm thinking. And grab one of our ribbons. Get it in here. And remember, the zip tie that's on the mesh, you want it back this way. You want this over top of it, in front of it. That way that piece of mesh stays in there. Alright, that way it ain't sliding out. Yeah, that's gonna work out. Then that'll push out. you go. Okay. All right. So there's that one. So let's go ahead and do the very bottom. Well, no, we'll just go ahead and go across. Might as well. And then do the bottom. I put that on there. It'll be alright. It's what we're going to do. Let's put it that way. It's what we're going to do. Alright, so 14-inch ribbon. And we're just going to scrunch it, bring it around into a V, and adjust it down here. This side's a little short, so all we're going to do is move this up a little bit. And that gets them even. Grab me a rubber band. Hello, Miss Karen. Alright. Rubber band, put around it. I'm not trying to hold 50 million things. Alright, so again, let's get this. Get it in here. Get a ribbon in here. Just like all the others, make sure the zip tie for your mesh nubby is back this way, and you want your one you're putting it on the board with in front of that. That way it holds that mesh piece in there. So just gonna kind of tuck that in there a little bit. Get our ribbon on there. Alright. Then row J, very bottom. Put that up through there. Grab this. And I'm gonna grab this. I have the ribbon kind of wired in with this, where I added a piece later, so get this on here. Hopefully I can get it on here. That will stay. I'm going to push that up a little bit so it don't look like it's squishing everything under it. I'll just have to let you know, Nina. I don't know if I'll be there that long or not, so depends on what all is happening here. Okay, so yeah, I'll turn you around there so we're not looking at the back side of you. All right. Okay, so there's that, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a middle piece going this way. Or wait a minute, maybe not. Hang in there. Kind of figure this one out just a second. So get our sign. Need a purple, big purple flower here. I may put the bow here then, and then put white flowers there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the purple flower in here. I'm not having to dig under everything. So I'm going to go back over here. And get our purple one in here. Get it zip tied in. That's enough. Hold it should be. There's several clicks there. Anyway. Okay, so let me whack a do that off a little more. Okay, and then now I'll come in here and add that piece. I don't want to have to fight the mesh in order to put that in there. So let's grab this and see going up there. I think so. So it'll be row. Now let me see, what row did I do this? A, B, C. Okay. So yeah, H for the bottom middle down here. So we'll stick it down here. Row H for our middle piece. Alright. Lay it down in here. Nope, might help if you turn it the right way though. Okay. Alright. So let's get that. And get our mesh moved around here. Okay, so there's that one. And I think we'll do one more. Because that should hold that up. We won't have to have anything in the very middle, I don't think. I don't know. So we'll figure it out. So we'll have to make the mesh piece. Let me shove that out of the way. Alright, so again, 18 inches. Curls that up. We're just going to roll that up a couple of times. Turn it around. Do the same thing. And then scrunch it to the other side. Bring it around. Pinch it down here to get your nub. Then tighten this puppy down. Alright. And I'm just gonna glue these ends together, so give me just a second on that one. Try and curl that in and get it at the same time. Let's see if we can. Hopefully. Cut this little straggler off. Get coordination there. Well, hello, Linda. No, This isn't a kit. Just my own little design. The SKU number for it is in the description of the live. But I call it a window pane mesh. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but I did put the SKU number in there. Okay, well, it's sold. Oh, she'll love that. That's a good idea, Mama. That really is. And this is pretty. Yeah, that'll be sweet. Okay, so there's this. So let's grab our thing. I'll show you the sign real quick too, Linda, before we... There's the sign. Like I said, I got another sign. I can do another one if nothing else. Take it to West Virginia with me and do it up and send it out. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, so we'll put this on row E. Thank you, Tina. I found it on Etsy. I went in and typed in Mother's Day re-signs, and I bought several. So, and this was actually last year, but I'd say she probably still has it. I mean, most wreath sign makers keep their signs, so I just don't know who. So, but it is. I did get it from Etsy. You're welcome. It is a pretty sign. It's only like 7 by 5 or whatever, I think's what I said. But it's pretty. I liked it a lot. Okay. So now, I'm going to go ahead and get our sign plate, or no. Hold on. I'll lay this in here. I have another flower bunch, but I don't really... I made it, but... Do that, and then a bow there. These are actually peonies or peonies, however you pronounce it. These ones here. And I believe it come up as peony too, but it could be a ranunculus or however you say that. But so, I believe Hobby Lobby or Craft Outlet won. So, so I guess some people do call peonies cabbage roses, don't they? Or no? Or is cabbage rose completely different from a peony? Y'all tell me, because I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, actually. since it's already made up. Seems to me like people do call them cabbage roses, but they're peonies or whatever. I don't know. I mean, that is, you know, they do kind of look like cabbage roses or layers of a cabbage. Hand in there. Nobody else know either. Nobody's interested. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide this in here. Ah, don't you flip on me. Since this is a lighter purple, that's why I went with like a darker ribbon for the ribbon tails. So, hold on, let me need to cut this off a second. So I'm gonna slide it. Maybe. So that's kind of why I went with the darker ribbon tails. As for my bow, I don't know yet. My bow, I try to incorporate, you know, sometimes I'll incorporate what I use for the ribbon tails. Okay. I thought it was two different things, but it seems to me like some of the older people called peonies cabbage roses, but I could be thinking something entirely different all around, y'all. But then when I go to do a bow, I try to incorporate kind of everything. Like I'll use different colors of purple, maybe white. It just depends. But like I said, since these are a lighter purple, I figured a darker purple would, you know. And this is, I don't know, these are a little lighter than what it's showing on the camera. So, alright, so let's get some pipe cleaners on our sign. You know what? I'm going to ask you all something. I almost completely forgot them. Do y'all think I should add... Damn. Get this back out of the way a second. Bring this over. Do y'all think I should add some of this eucalyptus with the purple on it? Kind of hard to see though. Why it looks so daggone dark. Yeah, they're actually a lavender, I promise. What do y'all think? Should I add some of this eucalyptus that has a little bit of the purple? Yeah, I think we may add it like once I get everything on here, go back and add it as like a filler, I think. Yes, okay. Yeah, I'll go back and add it like as little fillers. So, okay. So let me, like I said, grab our sign here. Hoping that'll go down through there. Not having to add any on it. Okay, so give it a couple of twists. Alright, then move it back over here. And turn it around this way, actually. Roar. Okay, and I think I'll put them other white flowers here. So okay. Let's see. Go ahead and grab me one of my things. I got this down here. Yeah, I do know they look similar. I don't know. Like I said, it seemed to me like some of the older generation people, like my grandparents and stuff, it seemed like they called them cabbage roses for some reason. I don't know. Just like I said, I might be thinking something different entirely. All right, come on. There we go. Yeah, there was a hole right there somewhere. Aw. Well, thank the sign, because the sign has the purple in it. And that's why I've done it purple. It is pretty, though. I told my mom, I was like, this is going to be so pretty. Wait till y'all see what I have for our recorded tutorial. Since you like purple, it'll be my May, let's see, 6th, I think, live. So if you like purple, you'll really like it. Alright, so, oh, baloney. That went to the outer side of the board instead of in the hole. Hang on. I'll put it down through the hole. There we go. Alright, so I didn't get it too tight. I have to loosen it up. And thank you for looking that up, Linda. I appreciate it. I didn't think they were the same, but yeah, I'm gonna need that. For this one anyway. Yeah, I didn't get it too tight on the top. Alright, so let me twist it on the bottom to get it in here. So as y'all can see, I just twisted it, and then I'm going to cut a little off of it here. And tuck it down in. That way ain't nothing sticking out. Nothing can scratch a door or anything, a wall. And then tuck that one in there. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and do up cut this off because for some reason the flower's missing from that. So let me kind of come down here and cut this off. Then we'll off. Okay, so let me grab a couple more things here. I don't know why these have all these things sticking out on it, but just cutting them off. They have little things, kind of like where other flowers should be, but like there was none on it. Just an empty stem, so to say, so I wanted to cut that off of there. Hello, Betty. Alright, so let me gather this up. Let me move that out of the way. I'm going to show y'all. Okay, so this is a piece off of the garland I had. And I'm just going to add another silver dollar piece off of the bush that I have. So there's that, and then I'm going to bring this flower here, and then bring this flower here. Just bring them together and zip tie them up. And then we'll stick it in the thing there. So I wasn't sure whether to put kind of like a half bow here or what, but we'll just do flowers, I think. I hope it looks alright. Bring this in here. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and add some of this purple eucalyptus. It's got a little bit of purple on it. I don't want that big of a piece, but I don't think. Yeah, maybe so. Let's see. Just kind of incorporate it all in there. That works. Just use another zip tie. Zip tie it in here with it. Okay. Put it over to the side. And kind of. Okay, I'll see if I can get my little grubby fingers down in here. Should be able to. Should have put this on before the sign, but that's alright too. Just wasn't sure what I was gonna do with this. That might be too long. Might be able to hide it though. I'm going to have to cut some of this off. Hang on. Okay, that way I can shove it on in there. I'm really learning from you women on the UITC. Oh, heck yeah. Like, you know, there's something I want that kind of matches the sign. You know you can't go and buy it like that. So that's why I started doing it. I was like, just make your own picks, Keri. So that's what I started doing. Let's see if I can pull this a little tighter. I'm glad you're learning. That's what we're here for. That's our job. I'm glad to give back, so to say, for me learning from everybody. To pull that up and pull the head of the flower off. Okay. This purple here, weave it in. You can ask my mom. Like, I'll be standing in at Hobby Lobby and different places, and I'll be standing there putting stuff like together. Does this look all right together? You know, like. Okay, so there's that. Then we'll come back in with some of this other, but I want to go ahead and do like a bow first, hopefully. Get it going. Put one in here. So, and I've seen a lady make a bow. I'm going to try it. It ain't going to be kind of like your traditional bow, but. Okay, what do I do with that other purple? I just better did it jets back here with that other. So let's see. Should I use a glittery light purple? I had this, but what do y'all think? So what I'm going to do is just one loop at each. So I think I'm going to try it. And should I throw that in there? What do you think? Or just leave this one out of it? And the only reason I'm doing it is because, you know, it is on the sign. And what do y'all think? Really tore up my knuckle doing that. Put my flower in there. Tell me what y'all think. Yes, no. Should I add this one in to the bow? Use them all? Yes. Alright, guys. I guess if we don't like it, then we can take it out, right? Take it out. I figured this stuff would be a little thicker. It's actually kind of thin. It's a glittery type one. I think I'll do this one as, well, not really a base to it, I guess. Alright, let me move those out of the way. Let me kind of set that over there. Hopefully it stays. That one's definitely screaming needs me. It's coming unrolled. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Bring that down. Give it a twist. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but I'm gonna try this. And y'all can tell me whether you like it or don't like it, or and I'll change it to a different bow or whatever. So is that gonna be too big? Hang on. No. So this is actually a 6-inch loop, right? Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had them in all these colors, but unfortunately I don't. I thought about that too, Tracy. But I wasn't about to, I didn't have time to get some in. But yes, I hear you. I'm gonna make this one, well, no. I believe it was the same. But yes, I hear you, girlfriend. I thought about that too. And then again, I might go back and not even use the 2.5. Hang on. Let me, hoping it ain't gonna be too big. That's my only. Get it to look right. Oh no. Like I said, I've not done this one before. But we're gonna try it. Alright. So like I said, I might not even like this. But something I want to try, so I'm gonna kind of go down an inch. Probably too long of tails, but that's alright, I guess. Like I said, might not even like this, but our pipe cleaner and put it under there. Get the zip tie, put it in here. Bring them up and over. Oh, it's okay, Miss Sandra. We're just kind of doing something a little new here. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it with the bow here, but we'll try it and see. I like to try new things. Some I like, some I don't. This might be one I don't know. We will just have to see what we think. Like I said, if I don't like it, I can go back and do something different. I don't want to cover up the sign, that's for sure. So I have to use our handy dandy darning needle. See if we can find a hole to stick this down in. Let's see. Let me get this. All right. Now I'm gonna have to stand up here and look at this. See if I'm gonna like this or not. Actually, I need one more loop. One more loop. And actually, I'm going to do another loop. Let's see. I may just go ahead and put another dark purple loop and then maybe another loop of this. Hold on. Get these separated out. I think that would look better. I need another loop of this, and I think I'll do another loop of this one. I love it as is. I need something here though. Or no, that wouldn't look right. Yeah. I think I'm going to okay. So let me take this back up out of here. Well, actually, I'll show y'all. Let me grab. And y'all want to see what, so just give you a visual. Add another purple in here, the darker purple. And then, yeah, I've got this one piece here, it's already. And then add, so this, and I may add another of this purple and put it over here, actually. But I won't keep you all on here. So, but I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll adjust these ribbon tails. I'll get them more over this way. But that's what I'm going to do. So for now, I'll show you what we got. We'll just pretend, so to say. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the tails yet, but I may cut these super short on this side. So, but yes. So, I'll bring it up. But I am going to add loops. I just won't keep you all. So, like I said, it's just something I've seen. So, never know till you try. But here's how it will kind of be. We'll kind of bring that up a little more, I think, too. But I'll have another loop over here. It won't look so, you know, plainy Janey. But there it will be. And then I'll add some more of the eucalyptus that had the purple in it and stuff. I'll go back and add some more of it in there too. But so I don't want to keep y'all any longer. We've been on here a good bit, so. But I will change the bow. And thank you guys for joining me, and I'll have a photo on Unique Wreath Creators tomorrow, plus my business page. And then, like I said, my next two lives will be recordings. One will be a patriotic, the next one will be a patriotic one. It's a rail. And then the one for May, it'll be a centerpiece. So, because I want to go to West Virginia and spend some time with my family. So, well, thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you. It will look a little better once I do the bow. Like I said, it was just something I seen, want to try. So, but it does need a couple more loops there. Alrighty, guys, I appreciate you joining me. And again, if you do make a purchase with Unique and Accrete, kind of keep me in mind. Put my name, Keri, just Keri. You don't have to do the Marie. And put it in the code at checkout. That'll help me with my affiliate link. And I appreciate you guys. And y'all have a good Easter. Because I know I won't see you all. So have a good one. Y'all like my little Easter hat? That was cute. My little bunny pin. Thanks, everybody. Oh, I will. It'll be on Unique Wreath Creators group, and then my Mountain Gal Creations page. So, alright, everybody. Thanks so much.